Today I'm going to talk about the Blacklist increasing its pricing and why I think the coverage system is broken. So today I'm going to talk about the Blacklist. No, not that Blacklist, not the communist thing. I'm going to talk about the Blacklist website. It's a website that was born out of a list that was generated from executives giving their vote of what the best unproduced screenplay of the year was. The Blacklist became a website where screenwriters could post their scripts, get an evaluation, and if it was good enough, it would get blasted out to a large collection of producers, agents, managers, and the whole thing. The idea was, you submit your script, you pay for an evaluation, it's all good, you get an A+ on your script, you get blasted out to agents where you get representation, you get your film produced, you get a bunch of money, and you become a screenwriter professionally. And while it's true that the Blacklist has launched a couple of careers, and it's a great organization, recently they changed their prices, and this is a problem. In the past, the Blacklist charged $50 for an evaluation. In addition, they also charged $25 just to host your script and the evaluation on the website for 1 month. By the way, these are features and TV, not half-hour comedies. Those are completely different prices. I won't go into those. You can check out the website for that. And so just to get your script listed on the website with an evaluation to see if your script is any good at all, it costs you $75, which is already kind of a big chunk of change for screenwriters who don't have a job or work in the industry. But now today, on April 15th, 2016, tax day of all days, they decided to increase the prices to $75 for an evaluation and $25 for hosting the script for 1 month. Now I know it seems like it's not that big of a deal, and they offer some pretty cool prizes too if you get an 8, 9, or 10 rating. If you get an 8 rating, you get free hosting for 2 months and you get 2 free evaluations, which is already kind of killer. That's like a $200 prize just for having a good enough script. If your script got a 9, it gets 3 evaluations and 2 months for free. And finally, if your script gets a 10, which is the highest that it can get rated, your script gets 5 free evaluations and 2 months free on the platform. So it sounds kind of killer, right? You write a script, you get a 10, you get 5 free evaluations at $75 each, and 2 months free at $25 each. That's a lot of money. But here's where the coverage system is broken. The Blacklist also says in the same email, if a script reader reads 20 scripts per week, they will get $45,000 per year. $45,000 per year to read a script sounds like a great opportunity, and they do only employ people with agency or reader experience in the past, which is great. That means better evaluations for everybody. But here's where the coverage system breaks down, and it's not just the Blacklist's fault, it's the entire industry's fault in terms of coverage. 10 years ago, a script reader would read the script, and he would say pass or recommend. Now, if the script goes to pass, it just gets thrown in the trash, it doesn't move forward, doesn't get made, doesn't get read by anybody else. But if it gets a recommend, that script goes to the next person up. But the problem becomes the reader not wanting to recommend a script because he doesn't think it's the best script ever made or the best screenplay ever written. A reader will worry because he's going to recommend a script, and if he recommends too many, then he's going to lose his job as a reader because they won't trust him anymore. So you see the problem? A reader is safer giving a pass than a recommendation. And anytime that a reader wants to pass something, even if it's great, and it's a great script that's going to make a fantastic movie, he'll still pass on it some of the time just because he needs to be safe and not recommend too much. And this makes trying to break into screenwriting incredibly difficult. That's why the Blacklist was such a great opportunity for screenwriters, because it was a website where we could post our stuff, get an evaluation. If it was good enough, we could get posted onto producers and agents' emails and really launch our careers. And they have launched some careers. If the reader is expected to read 20 scripts in a week, even if they're giving 40 hours in that week, a full-time job reading those 20 scripts, they're only covering that one script for 2 hours. Now, I know that 2 hours seems like a lot of time to read a screenplay, but you have to remember that it's 2 hours. They have to read 100 pages and type up their response and critically think about what their response is going to be. Give it the time that it deserves. Screenplay coverage is going to take longer than 2 hours per script. So these guys are either putting in a lot more work for not that much time, which might be the case, or they're expected to pump out coverage so quick because of the demand that the coverage is going to suffer, and by proxy the writer is going to suffer because he's not going to get as good of coverage. He doesn't get to improve his script. He pays $100 to get a 7, no free evaluations, no free months. He doesn't get blasted out to the list. Nothing. It's safer for the reader to give a 7 and not give away anything for free than to take a chance and give it an 8. Now, what is my opinion of this $25 increase on the Blacklist? I don't like it. The Blacklist was already hard enough to pay at $75. Now it's going to be even more hard to pay. The Blacklist was created to give writers a chance to break into the industry without having a lot of money or connections. $100 is a lot. A screenwriter can market his script using Facebook ads to every single employee of the top 3-letter agencies for only $100 a month. By the way, if you can afford $100 a month, you should be doing this. At the end of the day, I'm just one writer with one experience. There might be some better experiences out there and people who launch their careers from the Blacklist. My problem was with the coverage industry and how hard it is to get a recommend on a script that's going through a reader. The only solution that I have to this is that development executives need to allow their readers to have freedom to recommend 10 scripts out of 11 if they really love those 10. And granted, it might run into a situation where they have to sit down and say, look, you're recommending way too much. It's not right for this company. It's not right for what we do. You need to work on what you're recommending. That's fine. They can't be afraid to recommend scripts, though. That's why good scripts get passed up and run the gamut of all the studios and then eventually get made into something fantastic, like Deadpool. Well, thank you for watching my Blacklist and coverage opinion. I do appreciate it. Let me know what you think of the Blacklist price hikes and how you think the coverage industry can get better and improve. I appreciate you watching me. I'll see you guys next time. Stay awesome.